Aloha. Welcome everybody. Happy Tiki Tuesday. And welcome to the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens in the Tiki Room. Welcome back to the Tiki Room in Anaheim, California at the original Disneyland. In the original Adventureland. Here, Walter Elias Disney and his team of what he called Imagineers constructed a new lightsaber. And by that I mean constructed a brand new form, invented a whole new form of storytelling with audio animatronics here at Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. It all started because we're right here on the border of Adventureland and Main Street, USA. Just over this wall, the other side of this wall, is the Jolly Holiday eating area. Main Street is right there on the other side of this wall. And because this transition to Adventureland is right here, could have gone either way. It could have been a little cute little tea room, or what it did become, which is a tiki room. I, for one, am glad that it didn't become a cute little Victorian tea room and instead became a tiki room. There's all kinds of stories about how that happened, how the concept artwork, I think Herb Ryman or some others drew little birds up in the top of the tea room, and Walt was like, you can't have birds, they'll poop in the food, you know? So, well, we'll make mechanical birds. And so that all started their path towards creating the audio animatronic birds inside of this building, a show that moves along with an audio track so that lifelike figures appear to be moving and talking. It's a whole new form of storytelling. People often miss that. They say, oh, the Tiki Room's a little, you know, it's a cool show. There's songs, there's birds inside of it. For a lot of people, this just isn't their eggs and bacon. They're just not huge fans of the Enchanted Tiki Room. When they're here, they want to go on Space Mountain or Big Thunder or Indiana Jones and see something, you know, with brand new technology in it. But for me, what I really love about the Tiki Room is not just the fact that I love tiki stuff, and I love the Papua New Guinea influence here. Look at this, all kinds of spirit houses in Papua New Guinea, which is like one of the last Stone Age civilizations on Earth. Here, so you have like, you know, Creek and Abalom village artwork, but also Polynesian gods. Like here you have Pele, goddess of fire and volcanoes, based of course on a Rolly Crump, an Imagineer who worked for Walt. This is his original design for Pele, but still based on an actual Hawaiian deity. So you can learn a lot about culture. Even though this is sort of a kitschy pop version of different stuff, you can learn a lot about actual culture. The Tiki Room is sort of one of those things that inspired my love of Polynesian pop art, which is sort of the cheesy 1950s tiki bar version of Polynesian and oceanic culture, you know, taking a little bit of Australian Aboriginal culture and a little bit of Papua New Guinea culture and a little bit of Polynesian culture, Melanesian culture, African culture even. Look at that. Doesn't that look African to you? Mixing them all together and basically a choose your own adventure sort of mix of exotic stuff. That's the 1950s tiki culture, which, given that I think the Tiki Room started construction in '62 and opened in 1963, was very heavily influenced, obviously, by that era. Well, all that stuff has inspired me to learn more about actual Polynesian culture, which is why I can sort of pinpoint where a lot of these influences came from. So I don't think it's all bad, but what's even more important than that, and the fact that I love all that kind of stuff and why I like it so much, and the fact that I just like, you know, who doesn't like this? Who doesn't like that? It's amazing. Beyond all of that, there's also the fact that that animatronic, the audio animatronic show in there, being the first of its kind, really did change the nature of storytelling. Now we have all kinds of shows like the American Adventure at Epcot, and which is a 70s thing, and all these different big things. Every theme parks around the world are using audio animatronics and robots and everything, all the way down to hologram Tupac, you know, that are using three-dimensional images to tell stories, mechanical devices to tell stories. And that's the reason why Walt Disney's name is still on the Enchanted Tiki Room. You don't see Walt Disney's Big Thunder or Walt Disney's Jungle Cruise, but you do see Welcome to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Actually, Walt Disney, as a matter of fact, he paid for this attraction to be built himself out of his own pocket, and the tickets for the Tiki Room, because they used to sell tickets for each different attraction, well, not for each different attraction, they used to sell tickets. The ticket sales for the Tiki Room actually went right back into Walt's personal company, and for years his family, after his death, continued to own a chunk of the Tiki Room separate from the rest of Disneyland. Look up here, see the entrance to the Tiki Room here, and you see back here, you see some of the Victorian elements of Main Street, USA. That's how small Disneyland is that our Tiki Room, unlike a Magic Kingdom or somewhere, is wedged right up against Main Street. I just got back from Walt Disney World, and they do not have this lanai in front of the Tiki Room. That was one of the most notable absences. They have a huge pagoda in front of their Tiki Room. It's a lot bigger in there, but I don't feel like there's all that much more stuffed, so it's sort of more spread out. But they had a lot more room to play with at Walt Disney World. But one of the things they did not include was this Tiki Room lanai, this porch area out here with the Dole Whip stand. They do have a Dole Whip stand next to their Tiki Room, but it's not quite like this original one here with all the different Tiki gods. They don't have this, the Enchanted Tiki Garden. So each one of these little Tiki gods here and goddesses tells a little bit of a different story. Talks about some of the Polynesian or the oceanic islander myths and legends. And since it's Tiki Tuesday, and since I had a fever yesterday and I'm still not feeling great today, I thought, why not come here and show you guys this, especially some of you who have never been to Disneyland. You might actually enjoy seeing a little piece of the original Tiki Room's pre-show in the Enchanted Tiki Garden. So I'm going to switch to POV style because the show is about to start. I love you all. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. The Sometimes Vlog is very random. You never know what can happen. Tomorrow we might be in a Walmart for all I know. Or tomorrow we might be sick in bed like yesterday. But I appreciate all you guys being along for the ride. Live Fast I Pour on Snapchat, Live Fast I Pour on Instagram, Justin Scard on Twitter, Periscope, and Patreon. Live Fast I Pour on Spreadshirt.com for some cool t-shirts. I will see you guys all later because here begins the show. First, they have this Dole thing, by the way. Dole is the sponsor of the Enchanted Tiki Room, being, you know, a Hawaiian-ish company representing mostly pineapple and mandarin oranges, according to this cartoon. So they have a little information about pineapple and Hawaii. They play that pre-show thing that I wanted to talk over so that we can get Dole's theme song. Bring out the sunshine. We have a whole little spiel going on. But yes, the Enchanted Tiki Garden show is about to begin right over in this area. Clearly I come here a lot. We're just waiting for the Dole song to finish. Without the goodness, Dole, great taste of nutrition. That's basically a commercial. But what a commercial. And if you don't know what a Dole Whip is, it's basically a pineapple sherbet over here. She's holding one right there in her hand. A Dole Whip. And you can also get a Dole Whip float, which is a Dole Whip floating in pineapple juice. Here we go. Tiki Room's pre-show. Starting over here. Oh no, actually it starts with Maui. What am I thinking of?
My name is Maui. Natives call me the Mighty One. I tamed the playful sun and gave my people time. Now they set their clocks by mine, for I am Tropic Standard Time.
That's very cool. That's Maui there, who wrote the playful sun. See him up there? That's actually based on a real Polynesian legend. Okay, here we go, over here. Midnight Dancer. I'll let him introduce himself. He's capable of speaking for himself. He's been around for a while.
Aloha! Wahine me kioni mana. I am Koro, Midnight Dancer. Today my magic feet no move. My head sore. But last night, all Tiki gods have big time. Sam luau.
Sounds like a good time to me. A little party action going on here.
When drums begin to pound, my head full, big sound.
Ooh. Koro. He used to have a speaker in his head. Now that little hut next to him is his speaker. I don't know what happened. So he used to have a big sound coming from his head. That pun worked a lot better there. Here we go, here we go. I don't understand that at all.
Me, Rongo, god of agriculture. My land's so good to me. I got time for sport.
Oh, that's good.
I fly kite.
It's always good to have
Me
hobbies.
number
Oh,
one
there's this
kite
up
flyer.
there.
Too bad. I don't have key. Then me, I find electricity.
Ooh. Whoa. The whole light element that goes with that at nighttime, as you can imagine. Rongo, there he is. Look at all these little tiny things stuck to him. What a fantastic design. Now the most impressive.
I am Pele, goddess of fire.
There's
and
fire coming from her
volcanoes.
head.
Some say I torment Purnagendi, the earth balancer.
Purnagendi?
Oh, when my violent temper rises, the earth trembles on its foundation.
Ooh. Oh! The earth is trembling on its foundation.
Legends say I'm balancing the earth.
Uh-huh.
But sad to say, I'm just hanging on.
Oh no, sounds like me too, buddy. I know those feels.
I'm the one who's really sad. When I smile, it comes out mad.
Sounds like my ex-wife. She's an angry lady, Pele, over there. See, so we got Nagendi here, and Pele, and now the show moves on this way. So no matter where you're sitting out here, you get a little piece of the action. Ooh, here we go. It's Tangaroa Roo. I love those little drum sounds. That is a ringtone. Ooh.
They call me Tangaroa-Roo, the East Wind. And I am Hina, goddess of rain.
And the most calm help desk
We often travel together, wind and rain, through tropic lands across the 7 seas. Come closer, so that you may see what magic there is in fantasy.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Now there's only one god left here. And here, take a good look at his face before we start talking. This is Tangaroa. Tangaroa, look at him. Get a good look here. Okay, now we're gonna go stand up here near the entrance of the Tiki Room so we can see Tangaroa's special features from a better perspective. I don't know why I made that face, I'm sorry.
I am Tangaroa,
Ooh.
father of all gods and goddesses. Here in this land of enchantment, I appear before you as a mighty tree.
Ooh.
Stand back!
This guy's not listening to the instructions.
O mystic powers, hear my call. From my limbs, let new life
This is
fall.
exciting. Ooh, look at this. Tiki babies. Tiki babies. And make our dreams come true. Look at the tiki babies. For years, I never noticed that happening. There's a Disneyland fact where I never noticed the little baby tikis coming out of Tangaroa. I don't know that if it was broken in the 90s or what it was. I just never noticed. Maybe I was too short and never looked up. I never noticed those little tiki babies coming out. So there we go. End of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with us to a world of joyous songs and wondrous miracles. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
And then the doors will open. I love this sound. Whenever you're walking by Adventureland, you hear this sound, these drums here. Everybody always asks me when I'm like over by Indiana Jones and I'm like, uh-oh, the Tiki Room. Everybody always asks me, how do you know the Tiki Room's open? Like, it's this sound right here. It means the doors have opened. We can enter Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Originally meant to be a restaurant where people would sit inside and chow down on some delicious tropical burgers, meaning just a regular hamburger with some pineapple on it or something like that. And also the first air-conditioned attraction and/or building at Disneyland. It quickly became a hit all in its own right because the amazing audio animatronic birds and other such wonderful things inside of the Tiki Room. Now I've got to go. Subscribe for some more Sometimes vlogs, and look at this channel. There's a lot of videos here for you to enjoy that we have done in the past. I'm going to sit in here and wash off the weird, bizarro Walt Disney World Tiki Room. I have to say, I feel like the original might be a little bit better. I'm heavily biased, but it doesn't also have the enchanted fountain in the center. We have a fountain in ours, and Walt Disney was never in the one there. This is the first audio animatronic show in the world, so I'm a little biased in favor of ours, because I know in the comments people are going to ask which one I prefer. I prefer home base, personally, because you can't beat this groovy floor. I'll tell you one of the main differences, though. You see this window, very shallow. It doesn't really sell the effect. At Disney World, they have a lot more room, so it's way pushed back. And the outside of that, like, I'll do a whole comparison in Randomland when I go back to Disney World. And by the way, I do have plans to go do that. So if you'd like to help out with that, livefastdiepoor.spreadshirt.com, or if you go to our website, livefastdiepoor.com, there's a way to donate. And, of course, Patreon. But my videos are always free. They're always going to be free. I would be doing all this stuff whether or no, so I'm doing everything I can. I'm bringing you guys along for the adventure. Once again, if you're brand new here, my name is Justin Scar. That's what they call me. I had a band called The Scars. A lot of things. Go back on this channel. You'll learn a lot about me and a lot about all these other places. Here's a couple of clips from the Tiki Room. I'm going to lay back and enjoy it, because I really still don't feel that great. Thank you for joining me. Happy Tiki Tuesday. I love you all.
ALOHA.
Aloha, which means hello and goodbye. Goodbye.
Enchanted Tiki Room brought to you by
Buenos dias, senorita. My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh, look at all the people. And welcome to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
In the tiki room, in the tiki room, all the birds sing birds and the flowers grow. In the tiki
Is it the Enchanted Fountain?
Now, here come the girls.
Subscribe for some more, guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye.